It got so bad, I looked for this guy. He had, first of all, 15 SIM cards to start with. He had only one border he was using in the whole of Kampala to make sure no one would trace his whereabouts. My grandfather's land title is still in the bank, and I'm also indebted with my suppliers. He decided to, first of all, report the case, explain everything to the police. I go back to the mentor who had asked me to come back. So I explained to him what I had found in South Sudan. He said, okay, I can try and help you facilitate some of these police issues. Finally, we traced one of the SIM cards and were able to get a hit. As the police works here, they traced him and I went for the arrest. But the arrest was interesting. We had to camp outside their gate from 3 a.m. Imagine people seeing a number of guys sitting outside someone's gate at around 5 a.m. And in the local language, Bakola Chewano. After all that hard work, we get into the place. Of course, cold and anger, you get in and you don't find the person. So the sister and the mom who are part of the company are there. We ask them, where is this gentleman? And it's because we find out that it was a racket. He had been doing it for so many years in different companies. This I got to find out as I was going through that hell. So we take them in, and I mean, they're like, there's nothing you can do. Eventually, when we leave the station, they get one of their cousins trying to bail them out. We're informed, we get back. On confronting the sister, she says, Nebad Brak Yavam, meaning whatever you're doing here will still come out and you'll have lost everything still. But because, remember, you have so much on your shoulders, I cannot lose the trust someone has put in me, especially with an asset that is hard-earned, so I was determined to fight. So we got to court. Eventually, this guy calls me on one of his numbers, and his conversation was rather, you won't get me even though you look for me. With the anger that I had to rally as much support from whoever was willing to. Whoever would give me 150, it was all going to the police. I had to make sure this guy was good. Eventually, we traced him in an unfinished house in an area called Nansana. So of course, he starts bleeding and whatever, and you know. But I realized with the advice from a few older people I listened to, that as much as you're fighting this case, you have to also find a way of recovering, because this might take forever as well.